We hear a lot of terms now, modern terms, for things that Native people have done for forever, like foraging. And these are just the life ways of Native people who've been doing it for thousands of years. There's a relationship with the land and the water and the plants that are there. And it's not going to a place, taking something and leaving. There's a reciprocal relationship, and we're caretakers of these areas as well. Part of my work is to really legitimize and bring power to traditional plants, traditional medicine, traditional cultural ways of being. My name is Melissa Lewis, assistant professor at University of Missouri. Both of my parents were in academia. My dad is Cherokee, and he taught in the field of social work and social policy. My father's experience working as a social worker and someone who constructed policies, I certainly learned quite a bit from him. Some of his experiences in the Cherokee Nation and working in the hospital system influenced him to start writing policy that led to the Indian Child Welfare Act. That certainly did have an influence. We need all physicians to learn about culture, especially when they're working with Native people. My goal is to work to make those systems and the providers more sensitive and more aware of the needs of Native people. So one of the ways is to try to get at the medical students right away. So in their first semester, their first year, to educate them about who Native people are, Indigenous History 101. We found that that really just is important because that is what combats the myths and the bias that lead to discrimination. Been working with folks at Cherokee Nation, and we're hoping to get a better understanding of what it is that they need as far as their services. And in particular, do the patients feel as if they are getting the kind of care they want as Cherokee people? A couple of years back, I was invited by a friend to speak at the Culture and Community Outreach Conference about what I'd like to think about was something that I just really enjoy, which is being outside and learning about plants. And that ended up with an invitation to 3 Cherokee community centers a couple times over and sharing what I know about plants. And it was an interesting invitation because I'm not an ethnobotanist and I'm not a traditional medicine practitioner. And so I was kind of surprised that anyone asked me to talk about these things. What I usually do is I put a presentation together of the things that I like to do during the seasons, the places I like to go for a walk, the plants that I like to watch and sometimes harvest, and then kind of let the folks that are in the community center tell me, what do you do in the fall? So it's been kind of neat because they're more like plants, 101. So we'll kind of mix them all in equal amounts, put some beeswax in, which will, kind of make it all bind together. We'll heat them all up, mix them up, and then put them in some tins so people can use them for when they have arthritis or inflamed joints. When I do these community discussions about plants in Cherokee Nation, I divide it up by season because some knowledge that we have forgotten about is that the earth gives us the plants and animals that we need when we need them. The elderberry, for example, the first time that I kind of encountered an elderberry bush, it was much before it was ripe, but these, beautiful green kind of plumage of berries. It was really neat, and I didn't know what the plant was. And from then on, elderberry's been one of my favorite plants, and try to learn as much as I can about it. And I have made elderberry syrup. Then I started traveling, and it's kind of great for coughs and colds. And it's really hard to travel with syrup in like a mason jar. So one time I was with my niece, and we were looking through kind of different recipes, and she said, well, why don't we make them into gummies? So for a lot of people, they do feel comfortable going to see someone who knows a little bit more about traditional medicine, and they also feel comfortable going to see their physician at their local family medicine clinic. These two systems don't have to operate in completely, different places, they can operate together.